If your dearest person suddenly forgot you, forgot the family, and even forgot himself, what would you do? This animated short film depicted the heaviness and warmth that Alzheimer's disease brought to a family. The main character was a boy who loved to draw. One day, his mother brought home his grandfather to live with them. The boy reached out to shake his grandfather's hand, but the grandfather showed no reaction. The boy slowly realized that his grandfather was no longer the person he once knew. He looked sad, he rarely spoke, and he always stared blankly into space. The mother no longer let the boy watch his favorite cartoons. The TV was always set to a news channel. Every day, the mother would open the old photo album, trying to awaken his past memories. But the grandfather showed no reaction and even refused to look. This made the mother very sad, and the boy felt the heavy atmosphere at home. One day, the boy accidentally found an old photo of his grandfather. In the photo, the young grandfather was smiling brightly in front of an old car. The boy took out a pencil and drew the scene on the back of the photo. But he drew the moment when the grandfather first saw the old car, with a face full of surprise and excitement. His laughter unknowingly woke up the grandfather. Soon after, the grandfather noticed the drawing on the floor. He bent down, picked it up, and looked at it. This strangely made the old man recall long-forgotten memories. The young version of him ran down the street. When he saw the car, he was instantly captivated and took a picture of it. The next day, the boy found another old photo of his grandfather riding a bike with his friends. He drew a different angle on the back of the photo. After the boy left, the grandfather actually picked up the photo on his own. Sure enough, he started remembering those carefree, happy moments. The boy decided to keep trying to awaken the memories. He found a photo of his grandfather and grandmother and drew the moment when his grandfather fell in love with her at first sight. The boy showed it directly to his grandfather. This time, the grandfather remembered his first date with his late wife. The old man even gave his grandson a gentle smile. With the boy's daily reminders, the grandfather began to pick up the pieces of his life again. His final days were no longer filled with sadness and emptiness. One night, the grandfather suddenly wanted to go out. The mother tried hard to stop him and finally convinced him to come back. The boy quickly took out the album and turned to the photo of his grandfather, grandmother, and their newborn daughter. On the back, he had drawn the scene of the grandfather holding his crying daughter. This helped the grandfather remember the moment when he became a father. When he saw his daughter standing in front of him, he finally reached out and held her hand. He finally recognized her. Sometime later, the boy came home from school but did not hear the TV or his grandfather snoring. The boy realized that his grandfather had passed away. Afterward, he was very sad and couldn't draw anything. When he watched TV, he kept it on the same news channel his grandfather used to watch. The mother took out the photo album and showed her son a photo of the young grandfather. In the photo, the grandfather was focused on painting. It turned out that the grandfather also loved to paint. The reason he loved painting was that a paintbrush could carry emotions, and that spark of emotion was the only force that could awaken the grandfather's memories while fighting Alzheimer's disease. So, the boy picked up the brush again. He placed his new drawing in the album. He not only continued his grandfather's hobby but also learned to fight forgetfulness with love. Though the container of memory was broken, love made the memories last forever. Love and memory never truly fade away, but are preserved and passed on in another form.